Busy day. Busy day. How are you? Happy early afternoon. It is Thursday, May 22nd, and we are playing the puzzles, and I'm going to be pretty quick about it today because in about an hour exactly, I need to go back to the school. It is yearbook day. Meaning not during the day, but after school, all the kids come and they line up and they come through the commons, and they pick up their yearbooks, they sign off for their yearbooks, and then they just have a huge party. It's a chance for all the kids to come and just, sign each other's yearbooks and, say, oh, what a great year it was and that kind of thing. Wish each other well. It's a good kind of last hurrah. It's really fun. And I'm sort of the bouncer, one of the bouncers, just to make sure kids aren't, being crazy and running around and hurting each other. So, and that happens. We need to be in position in about an hour. So it's going to be a little crazy, but it's a hectic day. But it's one of those kind of milestones. Once you've made it to yearbook day, it's like, oh wow, like we're really running out of days for this year. If it's any indication, I always love when kids ask me, oh, are you going to take attendance today? And I look at them, I stand up from my desk, and I say, I'm wearing shorts, and there's 10 kids playing Smash Bros. On the TV over there. Do you think I'm taking attendance? And they go, oh, okay. That's my other indication to kids, if I'm wearing shorts to school. And that was my dead giveaway today. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts today. The other thing that happened last night. Oh my gosh, what happened last night? Hold on. It was Wednesday. I don't know if you saw, but I shared those videos from my last couple of gigs. That was pretty awesome. Oh, that is correct. Okay. There it is. I shared the videos from the last couple gigs, and that's been super fun. Oh, we had that neighborhood party last night. That was so fun. There was at least, 100, maybe 200. I don't know. I couldn't get a really good count, but there are tons and tons of people at this neighborhood function. It was really cool, really fun. I got to see some friends. I made some new friends, people that I didn't even know lived in our area. So pretty cool. All right, let's read about this. I've got the connections puzzle open, and I see asterisk, Shrek, bridge troll, pool, Hulk, Sphinx, Catch, Grinch, Riddler, Elphaba, okay, I think I see one already, Obelisk, Strings, Capital, Condition, Mad Hatter, and Mall. All right, so I see green characters. I see Shrek, Bridge Troll, Elphaba, and the Grinch. No way! That's not it? Oh, the Hulk, duh. So who's not green? I guess a bridge troll doesn't necessarily have to be green. All right. Characters with green skin. Tell me a bridge troll is not also green skinned. I don't know about that. Okay. Another one, I could be off here, but something that's like conditional might have an asterisk next to it. Something that has a catch. And there's strings attached. Don't you think? I think that might be the yellow category. Fine print. There's an asterisk, a catch, conditions, or strings attached. That's smart. Okay. So what is the next one? So the blue category and the purple category are typically the ones that are less obvious. They're a little more nuanced. So an obelisk is like a big, tall monument. I guess a mall, like the mall. It's kind of a monument. Oh, wait a minute. I feel are these like on a dollar bill? There's not a sphinx on a dollar bill. There's a pyramid on the dollar bill. Obelisk, pool. Are these at like the Lincoln Memorial? You know what I mean? Features of the National Mall. Yeah, see, I'm onto something here. And then a couple of characters here. The Riddler, Bridge Troll, the Mad Hatter, and a Sphinx. I know, they all speak in riddles. Famous riddle givers. Awesome. Okay, hey, you know what? We'll take it. That's good. All right, the first one, the green category. Look at this. Oh, almost. We almost did this in color order today, too. Green is the second most obvious. Yellow being the most obvious. But we've got characters with green skin. That is Elphaba, the Grinch, the Hulk, and Shrek. Fine print might come with an asterisk attached to it. Might have a catch. Might have conditions. Might have strings attached. Callie's writing a riddle in the chat here. Congrats. Here's a riddle. Who's the guy from your band that plays the drums and is about to have a solo career soon? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just every time my band has a gig, if I film it, I don't film every gig, but if I do film it, then I love posting it for people to see. It's really fun. I feel like in the last, even just the last 5 years or so, I feel like I've gotten better and better. Since joining this quartet, which has since become a trio. Actually, though, on Saturday we have another practice, and we might pick up a new bass player. So maybe we're a quartet again. That would be kind of fun. It's like a trial period. But even just in the last, 2 years that I've been playing in this quartet, I have found myself really advancing, right? Really discovering new things, listening to new music and being inspired by different drummers and stuff, and my confidence, if nothing else, my confidence has gone up from where it was even just a few years ago. So I really thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. It's really fun. It's just super fun to get together and play music with people. My favorite out of that set, you saw that there were two sets. One was like a neighborhood downtown, and then another one was actually a wedding that we played. My favorite out of all of those, of course, as I was mowing the lawn yesterday, I listened to every single one of them again. And my favorite is probably Birdland. So look up that one, Birdland. And I think it just went swimmingly during the downtown show. It was just very fun. All right, the blue category, features of the National Mall in D.C. I was like, I swear I've seen this before. Is this like the Lincoln Memorial? No, we're getting close, though. The Capitol, the mall, the obelisk, right? It's just it's an obelisk, right? It's a stone pillar, basically, and a reflecting pool. And then famous riddle givers is the purple category. The Bridge Troll, the Mad Hatter, the Riddler, and the Sphinx. This is now 2 days in a row where they have made self-referential categories. Features of the National Mall. It's got a mall. Remember yesterday it was like things that open like a clam. A clam. What's with these self-referential categories? What's going on here? New people steal your thunder. Bad for your career. Oh, funny. No, you know what? Our band has just been me on the drums, my singer who plays the keys, and then a tenor sax. And the three of us have really, really good chemistry. And our previous bass player had really good chemistry with us as well. He has since retired. I mean, he retired from his job. He's like, okay, I want to travel, right? And he didn't want to be pinned down by going, once a week to these rehearsals and stuff and gigs, and that's fine. I do it because I love it. I joke and call that my therapy session, my weekly music therapy. But it will be interesting to see how this new player jives with us. Do we have the chemistry to play together? It's going to be interesting to see that, because it makes a difference. It really, really makes a difference. If he comes at it and he sounds more like an aggressive punk bass player, that's not going to mesh with our sound. It's going to alter the sound. So it does definitely matter who it is, and their playing style and how they get along and stuff. Part of a fleet. Part of a fleet. I want to say like a truck or a rig. I don't know. We'll come back to it. Answer to Gollum's riddle in The Hobbit, which starts, "This thing all things devours, birds, beasts, trees, and flowers." I believe it was time. Right? Wasn't that the answer to his riddle? See ya. Bye-bye. Later. I don't know. That might not be right. We will guess. Second most popular girl's name of 2020s after Olivia. Okay, I have taught so many Olivias, and the other two are Addie and Maddie, and I think I know what they're going for. It's Elsa. So many kids, so many poor, defenseless children have been called Elsa in the last 5 years, right? Since Frozen came out. Not keeping secrets. Someone that is not keeping secrets maybe is open. They're an open book. I don't know. We might change that. Sticker on an envelope. Oh, maybe Elsa is wrong. Oh no, Elsa might be wrong. Because one down is stamp. Sticker on an envelope is a stamp. Okay, didn't mean to right click there. I'd like another card in blackjack. Hit me. That is to say, oh, maybe it's Emma. Because look, name taken by the new pope. I do know that. Leo. And here, Emma. Okay, so the P of miles per hour. There it is. That was a fairly easy puzzle. Yeah, lots of riddles. Today's puzzle is full of riddles. Part of a fleet, a ship. Oh yeah, I buy that. Answer to Gollum's riddle in The Hobbit, which starts, "This thing all things devours, birds, beasts, trees, and flowers." Time. See ya. Later, Gator. Oh my gosh, we should totally play that. We don't have a ton of pop songs. The most recent song in like terms of chronology, I think, is probably "Just the Way You Are" by Billy Joel. It's a beautiful song. "Killing Me Softly." It's older stuff, right? It's not stuff you would hear on the radio nowadays. At least not on a usual station. Maybe oldies. Second most popular girl's name in the 2020s after Olivia, and apparently not Elsa. It's Emma. Wow. Emma. Not keeping secrets. Open. See, that's so funny. Later and open, I thought, oh, I'm going to have to change these. And it was the one that I thought I nailed, Elsa. But that's the one I had to change. Emma. Sticker on an envelope. That's a stamp. I'd like another card. In blackjack, you say, "Hit me." Or you just scrape the table with your cards. That is to say, the P of mph, miles per hour. Name taken by the new pope. That's Pope Leo. All right. And you know my house rule. Sorry, I'm not going to look at the chat during the Wordle. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Okay, where do we start? What do we do? Slimy. How about that? Okay, there's an L and there's an I. Trying to think of a non-intersecting word. Like proud. Could do that. Okay, that gave us an O. Is that Okay, I was going to say Jenga. I mean, it is a word, but it's a proper name, so it doesn't count here. Trying to think of a word that uses some of these letters that are left. That's not how you spell it. Oh, man. I might have painted myself into a corner there. How about... Oh, here's one. Chant. C-H-A-N-T. Yeah. And no help. Okay, so we've got an L, we've got an I, we've got an O. And that is not the order because it's... L can't go here. I or O can't go there. I was going to say something like pilot, but that one is already no good because the P you can't use, the T you can't use. Dang. Okay, so what we do have... A lot of words I'm coming up with in my head have the L as the second letter, right? B-L, G-L, but I can't do either of those because the L is not in the second position. What if it starts with an L? A single bollock. If you don't care, you don't give a single bollock. That's not how you spell it. Okay, I don't think the L's in the middle. Volley, not a word. Oh, that's a word. Hold on. Igloo. Should we try it? Okay. Well, there's an L. At least we know where the L goes. And there's a double O. Interesting. So if the letter lights up a second time, that means there's another O. Holy smokes. Okay. So that means it could be... Hold on. I got it. What do you bet? Folio, like a portfolio. Yes. I'm having my photography kids right now. Dude, that's so good. I'm having my photography kids right now do a portfolio. And it's as weird as it sounds, there is actually a thing called a folio, right? Like a manila folder kind of thing. That's called a folio. Oh my gosh. What a word. Who uses that word? Here, we're coming off the heels yesterday of a doubled word, right? Something we've used. Wasn't it like alert or an alarm or something? Might have been alarm because there was a double A. That's crazy. Folio. Lizzo. You're funny. You only know Bruno Mars is just the way you are. It's a different one. Yeah. I love you just the way you are. It's a great song. And perfect for the tenor sax. Our tenor sax player just has a beautiful sound quality, and I love listening to him. He's so fun. All right, well, good. We're 20 minutes in. You guys know that I'm a little bit on the clock today, trying to finish as fast as I can so that we can go to yearbook night. I'm in charge of making sure the kids aren't being little stinkers. All right. Keeping an eye on things. If you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search. And we are keeping an eye on things. So this is either about like the eye of a needle or being suspicious and watching things. I see the word pocket right here. Keeping an eye on things. What do they mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, here's one. Hold on. Guardian. Okay, all right. A guardian would keep an eye on things. Like an attendant or... Who else? What else? Protector. Okay, keeping an eye on things. A guardian, a protector, a soldier, to serve and protect. Trustee. Okay, we're finding these words. They're in there. They're definitely in there. Hard strands today. I'm like whizzing through it. I'm sorry. This looks like drawstring or something. Okay, so, well, where's the spangram, though? I think I see it. Take, whoops, new. Take care? Yeah, okay. Yep, these are all protectors of some kind. Ward, or is it warden? Oh, I know. Steward. Haha. Okay, so one more, and it's this. Whatever this is. Stonadicus. What is this word? There's only one word left. Someone that keeps an eye on things. They take care. They're a protector, a steward, a trustee, a guardian, a... Oh, wait a minute. I see it. Custodian. Whoops. Custodian. Awesome. You're local. How you doing? Good to have you on board. Okay. That's something. Keeping an eye on things. Someone keeping an eye on things takes care, right? A protector, a trustee, a guardian, a steward, and this last one took me a while to find. Custodian. Custodian. Nice. All right. If you like what you see, I do this every day, so give it a like and consider subscribing. And I'll be in your feed every day, so you can see me do the puzzles. You can make fun of me for the times I don't get it right, or be awe-inspired like Callie is today for saying it was a hard Strands puzzle, but I got it in pretty good time today, honestly. All right, the Strands, the letterbox today, the letterbox is, we're trying to solve in 4 words, trying to use up all 12 of these letters. And I see pretty accessible letters. I mean, there's a W in there, but that's not too bad. I can't do ING because N and G are on the same side. We're trying to span across to bounce around and make letters, to make words out of these letters, I should say. So I see a W, G, and N, E, T, and B. Oh, man, if there was a D, I could spell bandwagon. Bandwagon. O, L, and K. Oh, if there was a C, I'm already thinking of words. I, A, and H. Well, I did see wagon. No, don't attach there. Hold on. W-A-G-O-N. I could almost spell wagon wheel if I was allowed to double the letter E there. Somebody in the chat that's watched this for a long time, tell me why I love the word wagon wheel. Why do I get giddy about the word wagon wheel? Okay, well, we could say wagon, that's fine. It'd be nice if we could conjoin it with other letters. Oh, there's no R. Man, I could say neither. Cal, you don't know wagon wheel? Why is wagon wheel one of my favorite words? Can you take a guess? Take a wild guess as to why I like wagon wheel. The answer may surprise you. I don't know. If you don't know, I thought you knew. All right. Well, wagon's a good word. Maybe we'll write it down. Can't do wagon wheel because it's a double E. And there's an N and a W on the same side. What do we do with this K? I know, A and I on the same side. Wagon tail? Is that a word? Wagon tail? Wagon tails. Almost time for wagon tails. It's dragon tails. Oh man, all the words I'm coming up with right now. Toggle. They all have double letters in them. And then the things I can come up with for K have a C in them as well. You know, tackle, pickle, that kind of thing. Hmm. Hey, Lily, welcome on. We are trying to span across to use up all 12 of these letters in 4 words or less, and it's giving us a run for our money today. So if you see anything, anybody, Lily, anybody, start coming up with these words. I'm trying to get rid of the K. I think the K is going to give us some trouble. How about this one? Kiln. Whoops. Kiln. I like that word, neath, like beneath. That's a good one. All the words I'm thinking of have double letters, right? Haggle, hobble. Hob. The hob is where Katniss does her training, or her trading, not her training, her trading. We're reading The Hunger Games right now. We are 2 chapters away from finishing this book. And if I can finish it tonight, that would be even better. If I can read 2 chapters tonight. We're reading the second book and about to finish it. We're in an epic part. It involves lightning and a wire. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil anything. Ball. All right, here, we'll just do simple words. That's fine. Oh, dang it. You know what? We just did it in too many words. Too many. It said solve in 4 words. And then I committed that last word. Bah. Did you volunteer as tribute, Callie? Thank you. You'd step in for me if they called my name. I'm actually, I don't know. I wonder what district I'd be in. If I'd be like the fishing district or the electronics district. That's funny. I don't think I'd be a career tribute though. Okay, well, here, you know what? Let's look up yesterday's. Fuchsia and aplomb. Yeah, ain't happening. Ain't happening. All right. Well, we had to do it in 4 today, and silly me, I absent-mindedly hit enter in that 5th. Did I start early today? I am in a little bit of a hurry today. I need to get back over to the school. I think I told you that today is yearbook day. They distribute the yearbooks to the kids that have purchased a yearbook, and I'm kind of the bouncer. I'm to make sure kids don't fight, and they know where to walk, and they know where to go and stuff, so they're not causing trouble. Can I be a tribute to a life of luxury and lounging? That sounds like maybe you would want to be born into the capital of Pan Am. They have all the life of luxury that you could ever imagine and more. They have lavish parties with more than enough food, and then there's a table. Well, I'm not going to. That's gross. I'm not going to get into it. But read the book. Yeah, you would belong to the capital, I bet. Yeah, silly me, right? We had to solve it in 4 today, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. I shouldn't have hit enter at the end. That was absent-minded of me. That's all right. It's all for fun, right? We're all just doing this for fun. All right, let's recap. Let's do it. Okay, so we're creating 4 groups of 4 with the connections. The green category was characters with green skin for the green category. That's clever. Elphaba from the Wicked franchise. The Grinch from The Grinch Stole Christmas. Hulk from all the things. Comic books and, Marvel and things. And then Shrek. He's been in movies. There's a musical about him. Shout out to Lord Farquaad if you're listening. Let's see. Fine print, the yellow category. The asterisk, the catch, the condition, and the strings attached. It's fine print. Features of the National Mall in Washington, D.C., the Capitol, the mall, the obelisk, and the pool. I think it's funny that they said mall. It's self-referential in the category. They actually did this in the connections just yesterday, too. Remember, it was like things that open like a clam. And one of the answers was clam. I'm like, really? Let's see. The purple category was famous riddle givers. The bridge troll, the Mad Hatter, the Riddler, and a Sphinx. Nice. Okay. I know, I love clams too. Fried clams, steamed clams, clam chowder. You name it, I'm eating them. I love them. I grew up on the coast, and there were restaurants that literally, the clams you ate, they were never frozen. They literally came off the boat, they shucked the clam, and then battered them and fried them, or put them in a soup, or whatever. Just right then and there from the same day. Oh, I miss that. I'm landlocked now. I am stuck ashore. All right. Part of a fleet, a ship. Answer to Gollum's riddle in The Hobbit, which starts,
"These things all devours, birds and beasts of trees, flowers."
And the answer is time. That hurts my throat to do that. The Gollum voice. I haven't done that voice in a long time. I do all sorts of funny voices, but my kids would laugh if they heard this, that I did the Gollum voice. It's 1 a.m. Okay, but why are you awake? Lipo, you should be asleep. You should rest at 1 a.m. All right. 6 across. See ya later. The second most popular girl's name of the 2020s after Olivia. I thought it would be Elsa. It was not Elsa from Frozen. It's Emma. Emma, wow. Not keeping secrets. You're open. Someone that's an open book. And I thought I would have to change both later and open. But it wasn't those two. It was the word Emma that I had to change. It's funny. A sticker on an envelope is the stamp. I'd like another card in blackjack. Hit me. That is to say, the P of miles per hour, or mph per. And then the name taken by the new pope. He calls himself Leo. Oh, you're abroad? You're in another country? In the UAE. Are you, isn't it in the United Arab Emirates that they're going to build a new Disneyland? I think I heard that. Maybe a reason to go out and visit. All right. So today's Wordle, we started with the word slimy, which gave us an L and an I. Lucky me. And then I tried the word proud, and that gave us the O. And even though we tried another third non-intersecting word, nothing else was helping. So I ended up just, guessing, okay, what other letters could it be? And I tried the word igloo, and that was so telling because not only did it give us the L and the O there, but it also told me that there's a second O, right? The second O lit up yellow. So that's cool. And I'm thinking, gosh, what word could go O blank L-I-O, or, what orientation are we looking at here? And the only thing that made sense there was folio, like a portfolio. Nice. All right. Then we did the Strands puzzle. And today, Strands, we were looking at take care, keeping an eye on things. These are different guardians or protectors. So we've got a steward, a custodian, right? The janitor that cleans a building is a custodian, but you can also say that as like the person that watches over someone, like a guardian, can be a custodian. A protector, a trustee, and a guardian. Nice. And then we finished it off with letterboxed, and I goofed it up. I don't know. I was like, oh, cool, I did it in 5. And then it says right there, solve it in 4. I'm like, bah. Luckily, this one doesn't keep track of your streak. At least I hope it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. If I could take it back, look, I can't hit the delete key to go back. Sadly, it is what it is on this one. But I did kiln, and then the N led us to neath, and then the H led us to hob, and then ball. And I should have ended it there or come up with longer words, but I ended up adding a 5th word, lag. So, hey, you know what? It is what it is. You're right. It happens. Oh, fun. You're in Ireland. Well, good to have you. I'm stateside. I'm in the U.S., so we're worlds apart. That's all right. How cool, though, that we're all on the same planet, though. We got to celebrate that. All right. Well, like I said, we're doing a quick one today because I need to get out. I need to go to my actually 2 things today. I've got a jazz band practice in the nighttime, but then between now and then, I've got this yearbook night. It's always fun too. Kids will ask me to sign their yearbook, and I'm honored by that. You know, I'm a teacher that a lot of kids kind of look up to, so it's a neat one. Yeah. Anyway, I also told you that today was the first day that I started wearing shorts to work, and that is my indicator that summer is upon us. A bunch of kids, there's no curriculum today. The bells hardly rang. But I had a bunch of kids, playing Smash Bros. And Jackbox and, Mario Kart and that kind of thing in my room today. It was very casual, super casual. And then a couple kids panicking to finish their final projects, which is funny. So, yeah. I know, scandalous wearing shorts to work. This is my what do you call that? My rebellion. My rebellious side comes out the last couple days of school. What are they going to do, fire me because I'm wearing shorts on a hot day? Of course not. Oh, boy. All right. Well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a fun stream. This was a quick one today, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for, like Bo said, have fun socializing. Absolutely. I will, my extrovert side comes out, and I get to, give a high five to all these awesome kids that are finishing off a school year, and some starting on a new one next year, and some with a whole new chapter of their life after they graduate as a senior, and then they become all the things that they hope to become later in life. It's pretty awesome. So I love that I get to take part in those huge steps in kids' lives. So, yeah. All right. You guys are awesome. I will catch you on the next one. See you later.